I didn't turn off. Well, whatever. We're starting now anyway. That's my bad for not turning my mic off, but whatever. I have actually, I guess I should probably show this, but I have been messing with wires. Alright, first off, there's this admittedly not that good setup. Which I then translated into this. Oh yeah, I guess I should show the wires off. Which, this works as intended. Also, all of these are spam proof. I've made sure of that. So, as you can see. Yeah, and that'll just turn off now. I believe it's an off position. I did spam it a little bit. But yeah, then I realized I didn't need this extra bit of circuitry. Yeah. And this over here, well, it shows that you can do that, but that's not what this was for. This was me trying... Yeah, I didn't leave any of the wires over here, but I was trying to get a third input into this that would basically make it so that you could have, well, what this one does, but without it being active all the time. So it does that, but as you can see, this still flickers, but this is no longer going. I just want this to turn off because I'm pretty sure it does cause, albeit incredibly minor, nowhere near as bad as other games have it with like redstone and in Minecraft and whatnot. But yeah. So there's that. So yeah. I just wanted to mess with wires today though. Right. Actually, why do I want... We have a platform right here. A fairly large platform. We do have the ice rod if we want to build anything in the air, though. I'm gonna grab more gates. Just grab them all. I want to first and foremost see what all of them do. So there's that one. I should probably actually... These can be put in the air. What I should do... Wall. Actually, I guess we don't need walls. We just need... I will grab walls at some point, though. We just need torches. But I probably will want walls, so... Yeah. Okay. So... Let's see what all these do. Actually, I need to leave one gap spaces. So 2 blocks apart. How many gates are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I know what the NAND gate and the AND gate do. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure I know what all these gates do. I just want to be absolutely certain that I fully understand them before I start just messing around. I'm very familiar with the AND gate. So let's put these on there. Some interesting results right away. Activates when total on lamps is not 1. Deactivates otherwise. Huh. I should actually probably... Hold up. Before I put these on... Oh, they stay active. Okay. They start out deactivated. And I want them in a deactivated state before I do anything. So we have this simple setup. Oh, I should I should mess with faulty gates. I don't understand those at all, but we might as well start learning. Okay. Right, we need to put these on now. Immediately we're seeing some changes. And yeah. Now we hook up the switches. Okay. I should say that I'm pretty certain all these gates work with like as many gates as you can put on them. Logic gate lamps, I should say. Yeah, so this is the XOR gate. Fairly useful if you want to know when one switch is on. Oh, and then this is the XNOR gate, which only deactivates when one is off, one is on. So this only activates when one is off, one is on. Or I guess, actually, we should actually add another bit of logic just to show this off. Okay, I'm gonna have this be yellow, and it's gonna be a little bit janky, but I am going to add this switch over here. And yeah, so this one, any of them, and same with this one. But if even two are active, yeah. So any input will switch its position. This is just, if anything is active, it's an OR gate. This is The inverted. Yeah, right. It's inverted, so it's an XOR gate. Or sorry, a NOR gate. X is for something else, right? That's a NOR gate. This is a NAND gate, meaning both have to be activated for it to deactivate. It is an AND gate, meaning both have to be active for it to be active. Fairly simple. Or I guess all have to be active. Same with this, all have to be active for it to be deactivated. And yeah. Okay. Now I can start making something. Trying to think what kind of circuit I even want to make. Guess I could. I have no idea how to make an adder. Oh, no, I don't think it's a good idea to try that. Why do I have echo blocks in my inventory? And dirt. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna actually work on that combined, the combined timing circuit I was trying to work on before. I'll just do 3/4 timers just so there is a timer. Okay. Then we need an AND gate. Actually, wouldn't an AND gate but off work? No, I remember testing this. For some reason, it has to be a NAND gate. But then these two have to be on. Okay, so there's that. So, I guess the inverted would be an AND gate with the two being off. I think I'm going to build this a little out, though. So this is just going to be the input for everything. And then I want an AND gate with two deactivated. And then... Okay, actually I do want this to be a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go half-second timers just to increase the rate, the length of the time. I'm trying to remember how I hooked all this up. I do remember something actually, and it's a bit odd. So, the first is active, the second is deactive, and the last is active. Why it needs... So these basically hook up to this and this respectively, and the middle hooks up to the switch. Why it has to be like that, I haven't fully realized myself, but this is just how it works. But I am trying to understand it. Okay, I believe the only other thing I need is the switch. Which I'm just going to put down there. That's all the infrastructure down. I just have to wire it up now. So, we want a yellow line going here. We want this. No, not that one. Going to all those. We want a line going here. and a line going here. I don't know if this is gonna work. And I may have just... Did I just really do that? Okay. I have to take this one out. We have to turn this one green. Because now we have to be able to connect these. I may have done it again. I'm not sure. Well, okay. I do see a way. But this is definitely janky. Technically speaking, this works. Wait. Oh, wait. We don't connect it there. We connect it here. There we go. And then we just need... I think red wire is okay. Just take this output out, put it here, and I think it should work. This probably won't work, but we're gonna try it. Why? Oh. Well, it would work better if I actually put the torch on the right spot. Interesting results. But not at all what I thought was gonna happen. What is going on here? Alright, well, let's try flipping this back into this. And I still want it inverted. Oh, that's not gonna work though. Alright, well. It's just not gonna work. I don't know what it is, but I can't get this secondary timing circuit to hook up into it. Okay. Let's tear down all this infrastructure. Let's start from scratch. Let's start with just the timing circuit. Okay. No, why not? Oh wait, actually no, I know why not. Actually no, it doesn't. No, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. Nope, we want to use yellow for that. Then we have our switch. Then we have our second logic circuit on the line. And I think actually just connecting that through would work. Does this work? We've inverted it. So that inverts it. Oh, okay. I see how it inverted it. So hold on. Because I forgot. Oh, okay. So, I may have just solved what I've been trying to solve for a while now. In theory, I want a bit of a longer timer over here, so I don't know. Let's do the most likely timing setup people are going to use, the 5-second timer. Basically do the same thing over here. Okay, actually, I'm now realizing my mistake here. So we want this to be red, this to be green, and then this last one, it doesn't really matter, but we'll say blue just for symmetry's sake. Then we need this. Oh, we don't want it to cross there, so I'm going to actually have it go there. I could use a different color, but efficiency. We then want this. And then these two. And in theory, this should work. Yeah, no, it works. Except it doesn't. Why do you never work the way I expect you to? Okay, let me get out my torch. My output torch. We are going to connect it to blue. Can't use blue. At least not there. We'll put it over here, just so I can... Okay. So, if that is inverted, then... I see the problem. The problem is I didn't actually hook this up. Okay. Well, now that it's properly hooked up and there's no reason for that wire there. Okay. Okay. I got it working. Nice. Okay. It's a nice little timing circuit done. Trying to think what other kinds of circuits I would want in an adventure map. This is kind of... I kind of want to start working on an adventure map, and I kind of want to have better circuitry than what I have in Bob's World, which is... I mean, it works. It's exclusively AND gates, but if it works, it works. Anyway, let me think. What kind of circuit do I even want to make next? That timing circuit was the main reason I wanted to even try working on this. And I solved it way faster than I thought it was going to take. I can't believe it was that easy. I was doing all sorts of weird things to try to figure it out. Now, let's play with these XNOR gates and XOR gates. I want to try to make a lock. So in theory, believe if I do something like this, and then an AND gate at the end, because I want some combinations to be right and wrong, so I want more than one option. I then want a wall. Actually, let's make a 9 combination lock. Or a 10 one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Ow. Yeah, that works for 0. This is our pin code. And then... Oh. How am I gonna do this? Okay, we cannot have something in the middle. Because then it crosses paths. And we can't do that either, actually. Okay, well we can have 9 or 10 of them. But we're gonna have to go with something more like this. So we can still do the pin. It's just gonna be a bit weird. Okay. So let's set this up. And I'm just going to do the... What do I want the pin as? Also, I guess I should decide... Should figure out how to do this before I just assume that XOR gates are the way to go. I guess the right combination would all go into an AND gate, but so would all the wrong combination letters, or things. Or would it? No, I think it all has to be done with, like... Okay. How are we gonna do this? I understand how to do them in Minecraft. I'm just trying to figure out how that translates to Terraria. Adding a combination lock of any kind will be handy. So... I feel like it's gonna be... XOR gates? It's gotta be, right? No? Oh, you know what? Duh. It's easier than I thought. So. 4-digit combo. Let's see. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 0, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we'll do 8 and 9. And if I didn't do this backwards, it should be that simple. One, 2, 3, 4. I think we do one more like this before switching back to the upwards. Okay. And if I did this right, which I'm pretty sure I did. Oh. Okay. I see what I did wrong. This one should be red. And this should be green. Okay, I don't like how that looks. I'm sorry. Neatness. It's important to me. Okay, so the combination should be 0, 5, 4, and 8. And that would open the door. Which... Okay. Let's flip these all back on. Off. We can hook up using... So let me actually grab actuators. You could do this with a door, but probably better to do it with, oh, right, we don't want actuators on the line. You would also want this hidden. You don't want the logic exposed because, I mean, this does tell you the combination, but as you can see, you can hide the lines somewhere. They don't need to be exposed. So it's nice to know that this is just a simple AND gate. I really thought that was going to be harder, and I didn't think it would require just AND gates. But yeah, let's make the impassable wall. Yeah, I know. It's not the best designed. But we're not designing things right today. So, as long as I put in the right combination lock, it opens. Even one off, it's closed. There we go. Okay. Also, I forgot to freeze time. Is there anything else? I mean, enemies aren't spawning, but I am lacking my full accessories, so let's change that. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean this up a bit. I mean, that's a timing circuit which I could use for faulty lighting. And a code, and obviously, I mean, you saw in Bob's World, the main use I use AND gates for is for puzzles linking together. Now I can make passcodes pretty easily. I mean, also, just this circuit, ignoring this, all these bits, like, you take all this off, what you've got is, and set this up to a bunch of 5-second timers, you got something great for farms. Shame that, it's, post-mech, so, you know, there's not that much reason to farm things with them post-mech, but they're there. If you really haven't already gotten... Okay. Actually, realistically, it probably will come in handy for people who just blaze through the mechs. It's really just a skill issue on my part that I'm having trouble. And I mean that quite literally. It is a skill issue. Let me see. I have, you know, I'm gonna mess with Wix. This isn't something I usually mess with. Actually, we need that one higher. But I also need to make sure, well, for starters, it should be every other one. Or was it every one? I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure for, I think it's every single one for items, but every other one for entities. I don't know. I'm just messing around at this point. Okay. Oh. I chose an awful block to do this with, but I can tell which direction they're facing. Now, do I need a roof for this? I'm gonna need an actuating wand, because I do know that I need to alternate which ones are on and which ones are off. If it is one apart, then, though, I'm pretty sure I could have it go a two-way thing here. Okay. Well, okay. Starters. Actually, no. We just want actuators. Then just wires. Technically, I could do some logic for this, but you just, the actuating wand. Technically, if you don't have the actuating wand, you can just actuate the blocks, remove the wiring, and reset it up. Basically, you don't need the actuating wand, it's just nice to have. So, okay, I don't think this is going to work, but I'm still curious. Well, actually, maybe. Also don't remember if I need that or not. I'm just keeping these wires separate, so I have the potential to add another layer going the opposite direction. Assuming this works. Okay. Okay, I think I do need the ceiling. Get rid of these. Okay. That hurt my eyes a bit, but yeah. Okay. So what we do now is we add some more blocks on this side for starters. Then we also finish this up and have hoiks going in the opposite direction. Also, hold up. I want to test something. What if I just you know, instead of having this immense line here. Oh, wait, I don't know if I can have hooks in the opposite direction. Oh, wait, actually, no, I can. I just have to be able to deactivate them. Okay. But I wanted to test this. Oh, that's way better. So, I need to be able to turn it off when that's off, which is where the timing circuit comes in. Oh my word. Everything's coming together. Hello. Okay, let's see. So, quarter, we want the NAND gate. Oh, wait. Hold up. Okay, no. No, we do not want this here. We want an AND gate here. We want the NAND gate moved over one. Quarter timer here. These two. This. A single switch. And then everything hooked up. Also, yeah, okay, I just need to hook this up. Okay, like this, and this is correct, right? Wait. No, this isn't correct. We actually don't want that hooked up into that. But we do want this hooked up into that part. Okay. How did I manage to mess this up so badly? Oh. No, I see the problem. I forgot a single step. There we go. And regardless of when I deactivate it, it should always be in that position. Now I actually want to switch this all the yellow. And a move though makes sense in a moment. Because now I'm going to have red come in. It's going to actuate all of these, and we're going to have an inverted, a reverse conveyor. Okay. Which is basically going to just be the same circuit, but reversed. So, we'll have a blue line here. It goes up into that. I'm actually gonna have this be up here. Actually, hold up. I just realized something. No, it does have to be that way. I just realized why I have it that way. Because I need to be able... Okay, yeah. They can't all be on the same wire, unfortunately. You think? Wait, why can't they be? Oh, they can't be because... Okay. The last one on both sides is gonna have to be inverted every time, actually. Okay. Okay. I see where I've been wrong, and I see the solution. Okay. Get rid of the red wire there. Okay. So, now we just have to build this on this side. Wait, I just realized we want... Oh. No, I want all of those to be actuated. Wait. Oh, wait. Wait. No. We still do this, but I just realized... Yeah, this is going to be on this. It's... Interestingly enough... This that has to be there, meaning I do have to do... Okay, make sure that that's broken. Okay. Think like this. And then everything else should be fine. Oh boy, this is confusing. Let's go ahead and put down the other blocks, which I'll start them as inverted. Okay. Okay. And then... I mean... Is this going to cause... Of course it's going to cause problems. Why wouldn't it? So... Immediately I see that as a problem. So I actually need the actuating rod to... Okay, I'm seeing now why I had it like that. I need another completely separate line. Although it does have to be on this, it has to be on the inverse. Wait. Where did I mess up? This entire thing is confusing me. Okay. These ones. Okay. They all have to be deactivated to start with for it to work, now that I am thinking about it. And then this circuit will turn that side on. And I think they just have to be on separate switches. Yeah, okay. This is a case where we just have to do the same thing over here. 1 second, 1/4 second timer. And then that is not all the infrastructure. We need a switch. Then we just hook it up the same as over there. So I'm going to actually do a red wire there. Going to do a green wire here. Should work like that. Then we alternate it. In theory, this would also work on vertical Poik elevators, but I'm just gonna do the horizontal first to make sure I understand this. Right, this isn't set up yet. We also need this yellow line right here. I believe that's everything. Pretty sure that's all set up. So yeah, if I go on this side, we get that. Now, what happens if they're both on nothing? We can only have one of them active at a time. And I've built them in such a way that they're on the opposite sides. So, oh, that activates them instantly. Okay, well. Oh, how did I manage to do this? I think we break... Yeah, we have to break all of that. Then replace these... Right. This, then this. We have to re-invert all of these. But it should be set up. I now just have to be careful. So I actually want a button. Hold up. So I want a plate that won't last long. So we're gonna go with blue plates for this. I then have to figure out how to hook it up so that instantly... Oh. Like, I want that there, so I'm gonna have to... Get rid of all that. Thankfully, I should be able to grab, respectively, a red output from this one that will go over here, and a blue output from this one, which will go over here. I just need to figure out how... Actually, I want that to be green, not blue. Okay. Is it as simple as hooking it up? Probably not. I need to set up a timing circuit to it, right? Wait. Why don't I just... Wait. Would that work? Okay. If I just do this... We remove this, because now there's something there. What? How did this break it? Oh, this is broken. Also, how is this working? Oh, I just realized I can't do it. It has to be a switch. Okay. Thankfully that's easy enough and I can fix any problem. Oh, there doesn't seem to be any problems. Okay, so we just put a switch on both sides. This one's easy, it's already set up. Oh, that's why it's messing with it. I was wondering why there was problems over there. Okay. I still need a way to deactivate it. Because once I go over there, I can't just come back. Why aren't you hooked up? So, Okay. This is... I need a way for one switch to be able to do both? I guess I could have it on a timer instead. Hook them both up. They do intersect, so what if... Hear me out. What if... Okay, actually we can't do it there, but... No, not there either. We want it to be... Actually, no, let's put it over here. This will be the on area. And we're gonna have fun with this, but I think it's just as simple as setting up another one of these. Oh. Okay, well, let's put that there. Put that there. And then we can put... Okay, which gate was it that... I need the gate that can basically act as a doorknob. It's not that one. I think it's this one. Because any change to the system does that. Or this one. I think it's the XOR gate. Okay. So we have an XOR gate here. Oh, this is quickly becoming hectic, and this is not going to be fun to wire up. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively hook this up. Okay. So, we will have switches for this. A switch there. And a switch there. I do need to remove quite a bit of wiring. Okay, that's pointless wiring. This is pointless wiring. Okay. We grab back out the blue wire. Except it needs... Right. That's not how gates work. In fact, because of how crazy this is going to be, I'm actually going to separate these out of... Well, no, I think I want that close to that. But this XOR gate, I'm going to want a bit of distance on it. Okay. Now... we do that. We do... this. Okay. So this is our switch. Now I just need to set up the... Oh boy. I made a mistake. Okay, switch back, please. Why are you a 5-second timer? Go back to being a quarter-second timer, please. Okay. So I will put the sand gate here, but for now, don't do anything, please. Oh my lord. Okay. I think... Okay. I don't want this one to be first, but I think it has to be. Wait. That's not right. Is it? Yeah, no, these broke. Okay. Okay. So, it is. Right. It's going to keep breaking so long as there isn't anything attached to it. And I have to break these now. Oh my word. Okay. So in the meantime, stop doing that. That's just the don't turn on. Okay. So, do that. We have these. We then do this. And there we go. Okay. So, I think I have to preemptively wire for this. So, we need the switch to go into both things. So, this is the part I hate the most. I think I can work around this, though. I just need to actually add another gate. For the simple fact... So we'll have a gate here, but we'll also have another gate here with a single output that solely acts as a way for this gate to not be part of this system so that we can hook it up, basically. This is so that we can hook this up directly into this. And then this can be any color, so we'll make it blue. We'll make you red and you yellow, and that's everything set up, right? Yeah. I just need to make sure that... Yeah, okay. The switch is the off. This is that. And I think we're all hooked up. If this breaks, I'm gonna cry. It broke. Ow! Ow! That broke violently. Okay. So. And I know what I did wrong. We don't want this just going willy-nilly. Okay. So, this goes into the green one. This will go into the red one. It's going to be active 24/7. But it will work. Okay. I then have to go through, for starters, get this all set up. Let's destroy this infrastructure and replace it so that it actually works. Wait, was it? Yeah, no, it was. That side's at least working. An AND gate, an AND gate. 2, 3, and there we go. Okay. This is the part I don't immediately know about. I don't know why that didn't immediately activate. Huh? Okay. Why aren't you working? It should be flipping. But instead it's doing it all at once. Why? Okay. Let's turn this off for a second. And now it's working. Why? I don't know. So that's just going to be permanently on until we swap it. You do have to wait 5 seconds every time, but it will. Yeah, okay. This works. It's not the best system, but it's fully automatic. And although for this short of a distance, 5 seconds is not that good. For across the entire world, this would be great. I don't think I'm going to be making a vertical version of this because, I mean, it'd basically be the same setup. More or less, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'd say we did good today. I have some understanding of the wire system now. It's not perfect, but I do understand it. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while before I can use it in my personal worlds, but since I'm focusing on the Legendary series, and I don't know if you knew this, but Logic is post-mech, so it's going to be a moment before I can get any of this Logic stuff into my world. But it was nice messing with it, so yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.